to another episode of On the Ground Germany. Today we'll be installing our left and right engine covers to our Red Bull RB7. Now you're probably wondering why I already have one installed. Okay, now I did dry fit that to the car, okay, without any glue, just to test its fitment and how I would go about placing it for the video, okay. But when I've gone to remove it, I've found that it is stuck into place, okay, through a series of little clips under here, okay. So I don't want to stretch the plastic so I can get the engine cover off, so I can glue it back on and show you how that is done. But what I will do, I will leave it in place and I'll just run some glue along the seams to hold it into place. But I will show you how I install this. Okay, you can see there the pin locks into that pin, and the one at the top here goes up into there. Okay, and so on and so on. When I did get these parts, the top of that little pin there had snapped off. I had to glue that back on, but so far it's okay. So just be mindful of those fragile parts that they can break. But luckily those ones luckily that one was repairable. Okay guys, so we're going to start gluing up that other side now. Usually I glue on a part, leave it for 10 or 15 minutes or so, and then come back. But the unique nature of these parts is that it's best to glue the two pieces at once, so you've got a little bit of wiggle room to sort of move them into place and get a nice tight fit. So we're going to get stuck into that. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Okay guys, so let's get stuck into it. Okay, so first up I'm going to roll my car over. You can see here where I've got the under part here and the top of the engine cover meet, and how they do come together. Now what you want to do, you want to grab your glue and you just want to run some just along the teeth and along the seams here and around this pin, and just sort of anywhere that's sort of making any contact with the middle body. Now you want to quickly roll it over, making sure everything's in place. Now you don't really want to push it too hard down until we get the other side in. Okay, now we're going to grab our glue again and we're just going to run it along the seam here, a little bit around where the pin goes, tiniest little bits. And then once again, just be careful with how much glue you apply, because you don't want it to seep out into the cracks and strip the paint off your components. Now this is the tricky bit. One last little bit. You want to put some glue on the ridge, in the hole there, and on the pins, and likewise here as well. Alright, and here we go guys. So no hate if I do stuff this up. This is very scary business. So we're going to start with probably the pin, if I can get the pin lined up. Try and swing it around on that axis, and it should snap into place. Now just double check your hands for any glue. There we go, we're on the money. Now if you do have any model tape, put some over the seams just to hold it together. I don't, so I'm just going to use this electrical tape here, but which probably isn't the best tape to use, but just keep it on there for the time being. So you just want to quickly move it around and position it before the glue starts to dry. Okay, so I'm back now. My camera did die briefly. I've charged it up. While the camera was down, I did do a couple of sort of behind the scenes sort of fiddling around with it. I did apply a little bit more glue to the seams. I applied a little bit more tape just to hold it together. Overall, I'm fairly happy with the fit, okay, of the car. It does look pretty okay for what it is, really. So I've installed the display body back to the RB7 chassis, and it looks pretty fantastic. I do have my parts for the rear wing of the racing body, okay, and this little aero attachment here also for the front wing. So in the next video I will be painting up and installing these stickers, okay, to the racing wing. So thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.